What's up, y'all boys? It's your girl Jennifer Papaya back again with another video. I'm so proud of myself for doing this again because I get a little shy. But the last time I posted a video, it was basically a get to know me / TikTok body shaming me. If you haven't already watched that, go back, watch that video, and come back. Thank you guys again for showing up and watching my video. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Let's get started with the video. On Instagram, I posted a poll asking everyone what they would like to see from me next. And what won, surprisingly, is life after grad. I thought everybody would be like, boring, but it was coupled up with my move to ATL, so I guess I understand. So I graduated from Florida State University May 2020, but because of COVID, this whole pandemic, they canceled our graduation, unfortunately. So I had to wait a whole year, and I just had it last, when was May? I'm always doing math. Okay. 4 months ago. Oh, I'm gonna enter a video right here. Yay me. So I'm officially an alum, but I've been an alum since May 2020, right? And after graduation, there's something called the graduation blues. If you didn't have like an internship that transitioned you into the real world, what were you really doing? Like, do you really know what's next? I didn't. I was a little sad because Tallahassee, where Florida State is located, isn't a city for you to stay. You could get stuck. After graduation, if you don't pick up your bags and go, they think you're stuck. So I was like, you know what? After graduation, I'm gonna have a job lined up. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And it didn't go as planned. I stayed in Tallahassee for another year, but literally throughout that year, I was like, I need to get up and get out. For some reason, I was like in a funk. I just need to get out. I was like, let's, like the movie Get Out. I need to get out. Why did I choose ATL? Well, it was like the epicenter for Black wealth. It seemed like everybody was going to ATL and making a name for themselves. And there was just a lot of networking that I knew that could be done. So I was like, you know what? Let me get out of Tallahassee and go straight to ATL. I didn't really have a motive. All I had was a destination. And I was like praying to God. I was like, God, I really want to go. I really want to go. I really want to go. I decided to come to ATL frequently throughout that year that I stayed in Tallahassee to try to see if I can get a job at a local bar or something, because I knew I was good at bartending and people loved me. So I was like, you know what? What's the easiest transition? Just keep my same job and move to another city. I knew ATL had that, ka-ching, ka-ching. You guys know, bottle girls and bartenders in ATL make that money. So I was like, I'm gonna make that money. Then I'm gonna figure out if I'm going back to school, if I'm gonna do this, if I'm gonna do that. It was like land that job as a bartender in ATL first. I met someone at in my job in Tallahassee at the bar. He's a mentor to me till this day. So I was great at networking, and he was like, oh, you know what? Take my LinkedIn or take my information and let's stay connected. Maybe I can, give you an opportunity somewhere, somehow down the line in life. So I was like, you know what? I believe in networking. Like I said, I took down his number. We were still cool. He was kind of being my mentor. One day he called me up, and it was crazy because he called me up at a time I had probably finished crying for some reason. He called me and he was like, hey Jennifer, do you want to make X amount of money? What's the catch? Like, what's the strings attached to this? You're just gonna have to go to a city that's 2 hours away. I went out on a limb. I just went by faith because I was so excited to not be in that environment anymore. I didn't really think about the opportunity cost. Like, yes, I'm going to have a new job and be out of Tallahassee, but at what risk? Like I said, I didn't have anywhere to stay. For me to drive that almost 2 hours was treacherous. My faith was the size of a mustard seed, but I knew God had something planned for me, because if I kept getting no's from ATL and then this just landed in my lap probably 3 seconds after I started crying, I was like, yeah, I'm jumping on this. The first night that I got to Jacksonville, my best friend's mother was in town and she was staying at a hotel. So I had the opportunity to sleep at her hotel for that night. But then after that, I was on my own. I didn't know anyone. My best friend didn't live there anymore. They were just, her mom was just visiting. So I didn't know anyone in Jacksonville. And I knew I couldn't drive back and forth every single day for that job. So I decided to sleep in my car.
That's the worst idea you ever had in your entire life.
So I slept in my car for 2 weeks. I had the opportunity to stay with someone, but that living arrangement was like, So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna suck it up and I'll actually stay in my car. And this was around January. So imagine how cold it was. There were nights where it was like 30 degrees. And I had this little thin blanket. This is what I bought. I bought 1 suitcase, 1 blanket, and 1 pillow. And I was sleeping in my car. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, damn, I am so blessed. I could have went back home to Tallahassee and slept in my own bed and been fine, still working at that job, but miserable. So sometimes you have to just take a risk, and that's what I did. And I knew that I would never want to be in that place again. I never want to be sleeping in my car again. So that just gave me motivation to work my butt off. And I did, guys. I worked my butt off for those 2 weeks, and I got a place to stay. Once I got that place to stay, everything started, picking back up in my life. I was working out again. I was planning for the future. I was making bread. It's very interesting how, like, one encounter that I had in a place where I felt like I was at my lowest brought me to where I am now. Because I was still, even in Jacksonville, as I was working, I still had ATL on my mind. I don't know why, but I had ATL on my mind. And I was like, God, you're gonna let me move to ATL by March. I said it out my mouth. I was like, I need to move to ATL by March because I ain't playing these games. I don't want to be in Jacksonville. I don't want to be in Florida. I don't want to be in Florida, period. I just need to go. So I didn't know this whole time that the job that my friend set me up with in Jacksonville was setting me up for a job in ATL. One day, I got a phone call. And this is when I was in Tallahassee, just visiting it was like Valentine's Day weekend. And they were like, do you still want a job in ATL? And I was like, what? Yes, I still want a job in ATL. They said, well, we have a position open at Warner Brothers. What? No way. Any movie you've ever watched, majority of the time, was produced by them. So to get that opportunity, it was just kind of weird. And you want to know when that job started? March. I don't even remember the exact date, but it's important that it was in the month of March. August to January, when I was like in a hurry to move out of Tallahassee, God kept like repeating the word patience, patience, patience. I really didn't understand. I was like, I feel like I'm being patient enough. I feel like it's just not coming right now. Like, what's going on? And he just kept saying patience, patience, patience. And my ultimate goal was to move out of Tallahassee by March, and it's crazy how you made it happen. Fast forward, here I am in ATL, working, getting paid well, on a movie set, meeting like my childhood crush. Shout out to you, Benjamin Bratt. If you don't know who he is, he was the guy in Miss Congeniality. You wanna kiss me? Y'all remember that? All right, I got to meet Rosario Dawson, Ava DuVernay, the famous director of When They See Us, and a lot of other productions. I got to meet all these people, and I'm so blessed. Like, I'm excited for what ATL has in store for me. That production that I just worked on, and this is actually a souvenir. Am I allowed to show this? This is a souvenir from that production. It just ended, but I'm on a new one. I won't say what it is, but I'm excited for it. When I was in Tallahassee, I didn't take modeling seriously. I didn't at all, not even just a little bit. But now I'm taking it pretty seriously. Like, I met a photographer. Right now we're creating amazing content. And again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I think you should, at The Real Papaya. That's my handle for every social media platform. If you have like that post-grad depression, I felt that thing so tough for a whole year. And I'm here to tell you that things get better. You have to be patient. I know it's so cliche, but you have to wait for it. You don't, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not like working, like God's not working for you in the background, you know? I didn't understand why I couldn't move as soon as possible until now. Like literally, there's so much I want to tell you guys, but I can't right now. But when I do have the time to tell you, you're gonna be like, oh, that's what she meant. By everything literally just fell into place. Like the job that I had, the people I met, the place I'm living at, like everything fell into place. Like I couldn't have moved any second earlier or my life wouldn't be like this. And I'm appreciative of where I am right now and where I'm going. I think this video is shorter than the last. I think I'm doing good, right? Just let me know what you guys want to see. I might do another poll on my IG. Again, follow me at The Real Papaya. Follow me on TikTok as well and Twitter. I don't really tweet that much, but if I get more followers, maybe I might be inclined to do so. We'll see. Again, like, subscribe, comment below on what you want to see next. Let me know if y'all like the look. I'm going for like a bun thing. I've been bunning it out. Maybe I might do a makeup tutorial if enough people ask. Just let me know how you enjoy the video. I appreciate you guys. Until next time. Kalas. Kalas, kalas, kalas.
You happy with it?
I guess.